Hi, fellow YouTubers. I want to give you an introduction because I know I've made videos in the past, and I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Cole. I'm a transgender male who recently graduated from college. That in itself is an experience, but yeah, I came out when I was younger. I would say about knowing the word transgender, saying identify as male was probably fifth grade. I want to say fourth, fifth grade. Um, but I was telling my mother I was male before that. Um, because I refused. Like, which people would get me messed up and would say, "Oh, your son is so well behaved. Your son is so cute. Your son is so nice." At the time when I was younger, my mother would say, "Oh, no, that's not my son. That's my daughter." But I would always get upset, and I would tell her, "No, stop." Right when the people are there, so that's kind of odd. But I would tell her, "Oh no, stop! Don't do that." I would tell her even afterwards that I don't want them to know that I was biologically female. Um, so when time went on, she just kept saying my child. Um, but to work when I was around, but she would say my daughter when she was around others until she found out the reason I was telling her this. There was a lot of other stuff, but she found out I identified as male. I was a transgender male. And I feel like I am male inside. And I told her that, and actually, I want to say the person who had the easiest time was my brother. He like next day switched his pronouns. He called me Cole. It was like for him, it's like he knew. My other older brother, I would say, uh, it wasn't that much of a problem. Actually, he was great with it too. So both my older brothers were really great with it. Um, my mom just had an adjustment period. I would say maybe a few months, but she was fine with it. She's very supportive. I know I have lost a lot of friends because of this. Some of them are not really willing to respect me, so and they weren't with my pronouns, my name and gender. So they would keep calling me by my birth name, my birth gender, which didn't work out. So we ended up just ripping apart, like tearing apart our friendship, and just didn't work. Um, I want to say my father, he hasn't been, he's been, he just recently, after, oh God, many, many years, calling me, okay, he's trying to call me Cole, uh, and trying to call me he just when I'm around, but I know by others that he doesn't do it when I'm not around, so it's a little hurtful, I would say, and I don't know, it hurts my feelings, a lot, because I don't know, I'm not his daughter, I'm his son. I never identified, like, I never felt as a daughter, I always felt as a son, so I don't know, I know it's difficult, but it's been so many years now that even he can call me his child wouldn't be, it'd be more respectful than still saying his daughter. Uh, I know I've also lost some friends when they became friends with me, they saw me as male, but after they found out that I am transgender, I lost those friendships because they just didn't want to be friends, I guess, with somebody who identifies as male, or I had some friends that were also like I was a hidden in the back friend, like they wanted to be my friend, but not so much where other people could know. It's just like one of those things where uh your friends, like it was just like that backdoor. Hold on, phone call. Okay, sorry about that. The phone was ringing. Had to stop the video real quick. Yeah. So I just don't want to be that backdoor. Like I don't know. I just want to be the hidden friend that people have. Um, because I just don't like that. I'm sure like many people don't like that as well. So relationship wise, okay, phone again, phone. Um, okay, about relationships. I wasn't okay. So first off, let me tell you this. Personally, me, I identify as someone who doesn't base liking somebody on their genitalia. I like people based on personality. Um, so I like people regardless of their gender or their gender identity. That's for me personally. Everybody's different. So I was in a relationship with someone. We started dating, and we started dating. And let's put it this way: I started dating her, and she was also one of those people who didn't outwardly admit to dating me, but we would be out in the public. You could tell we're dating, but when she was asked, it was one of those, no, I'm not dating him. We're just friend type things. But when she was with me personally, I asked her about it, and she goes, "Oh yeah, we're dating, we're dating. Okay, whatever that." Um, but she, I don't know, she seemed like after a piece of my transition, didn't want to date anymore. I don't know. It's like she said if her family found out that I was transgender, it'd be against her faith and this and that. I don't have a problem with her saying if her family found out, it wouldn't be okay. I just didn't like her dating me and just saying we're not dating. Like her words specific. We're secretly dating. Okay, that was what she'd always say. We're secretly dating. We don't have to tell anybody. Uh-uh. I had some. Not good. I don't like that. I don't want to be secretly dating someone. I want to be really dating someone, and don't have to hide it behind people's backs. Okay, so I don't know. I recently just after we stopped, it was like one of those things. I might still continue our friendship after that, though. Like we were friends. I don't know. I feel bad if I'd have to break that off, just because of all that crap. I don't know. Like be friends with everybody. Anyway, she recently just I don't know. I think her family found out about me. I'm not exactly sure how it happened or exactly what was happening, but we ended up cutting contact. Really, mm-mm. Just because of this, you still can be friends. You don't. We're adults. You don't always have to listen to what your parents say, even if they have the best interest in you. Discriminate against somebody because of that. Anyway, I went to college. College was great. I got my associate's, a bachelor's. Made really great friends over in college. Uh, I want to say the overall community of my community college was actually great. We had a big LGBTQ community. And it was just wonderful. I enjoyed drama. I enjoyed theater. I enjoyed the science club. I enjoyed, oh god, what other clubs were in? Well, LGBTQA community. I enjoyed. I rated some like I don't know drama type stuff. I enjoyed just everything about that. There was some complications during my associates in community college. There was some people who weren't respectful. Um, they were really starting problems. They discriminated against me. They discriminated against other transgender people right to my face because at that point I didn't tell them I was transgendered. They saw me as well. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. They saw me a male in the beginning, and then periodically from one point to another point, I'm not sure where in between, they found out I was transgendered. So they'd be making fun of people who are transgendered in front of me, not me knowing that they know I was transgendered, and that's why they were making fun of other transgendered people in front of me. Um, it eventually escalated, got really bad. This is another video to get into that. So going into my uh bachelor's degree program in another college was really great. The people were much more mature, and I don't even mean my age. I mean just by maturity level, they were great. Um, they weren't as clicky as in my community college that I could see eventually. Well, they weren't clicky that I could see at least. Um, people were just really accepting. Um, they never put it to your face. I mean, a lot of the teacher, well, not saying that community college, sorry. wasn't accepting their professors. But just overall, the way they approached it at the graduate and undergraduate level was just totally different. Um, it was just really, I don't know, it's just really different. Maybe because there wasn't cliques and people weren't. It wasn't like a older high school. It was just different. Um, People were also more into the work as well, so people wouldn't have time as the community college did. Um, but overall, yeah, I'm just giving you a little introduction about me. Um, hmm, trying to think what else. I could tell you some things I like. Let's see that way. I know I'm involved in my community. I also like to mountain bike. I used to love kayaking. Haven't gone kayaking in a long time. Something I really do miss is zip lining. Playing sports. I loved baseball. I was on baseball ever since I was like 4, maybe 4. Soccer was always one of the things I loved too. I was in soccer in elementary school. I also joined the volleyball team. I was in middle school. I was in wrestling, martial arts, and I did flag football at the end of my middle school time. In high school, I want to say I did swimming for a bit. I know, oddly enough, I did do swimming. Um, I also did. I still was in baseball until like the beginning of my high school career. I ended up stopping because it was one of those things you got to go to a gender specific team. That was something I did not want to do, so I ended up just stopping because I had to go to an all girls baseball team. It's not something I really would definitely not want to do. Um, After that, I want to say I did some like sports here and there. It was nothing like I used to. Um, but yeah, sports were something that was a big part of my life. So was my pets. I have had a pet. This is gonna sound weird. I've had a pet ever since I was a baby. I had a dog, and then I had a ferret. Oh, they're just great animals. I don't know, like they're just so like I don't know, like cute and snuggly and just little wiggly things. Um, I had a hamster, a fish, a cat, and a fancy rat. That was yeah. So I've had a pet basically ever since I was born, and I'm a very big pet person. Well, I don't even say pets, like my family. So yeah, I'm like one of those people that love animals, and I'm a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed with cancer in my last 2 years of high school. So that is one thing. I also advocate for gluten-free food because me personally, I do have celiac, and sometimes people when they say things are gluten-free, they're not always gluten-free. Cross-contamination stuff, that's also for another video. But overall, I want to say, yeah, for being about the transgender thing. I don't know. It's not something I know if I want to come out and tell people like, hey, yeah, this, or if I have to come out like tell people at some point. I mean, I've even gone to like the emergency room. They didn't know. It was really odd to them to say, "Oh, we saw this on your chart, and I don't know why it's there. Can you tell me, or please explain, or where?" Or some doctors don't even know. Other doctors go, "Oh, can you tell me about your transition exactly? Where are you?" And I don't know if it's something that's relevant for them to know because you go in for twisted foot. They need to know exactly where are you in your transition. How is that even relevant? But anyway, I could see maybe car accident. Yeah, there's some organs in there, or sometimes things that go differently that they may know about, need to know about, but it's not something I believe you need to go all the way for hurt foot. Okay, tell me exactly where are you located? Like what area are you in your transition? And even asking how far you're gonna have to go, that's like no one's business. But something I came across actually, and people dead naming me and people asking me, oh, so I heard you're transgender and I know your name's Cole. What was it used to be? Like, old name, none of your business. That's not my name now. No reason to know. But yeah, so pretty much, um, I want to say an overall, like out of 1 to 100%, about people who were accepting. I want to say like including family members, friends, just generalized population, I would say maybe the overall who, okay, let's put it this way, the overall who weren't accepting, I would say it's maybe 30-35%. That I personally know of, like, who came to me and just were just horrible. Like, I had people in my neighborhood that was just, I mean, horrendous about it. Like, and they were just badgering me when I was a kid. I mean, these are adults, like, yelling at a child because they identify as male or whatever. I mean, like, just saying things and um just I don't know, really bad things. Like, I don't know, like, when my some of my neighbors found out. I mean, I have really good neighbors now, but like, because yeah, people moved out, but they were like horrible. Like, um, they would have their kids come up to me and say, "Are you a boy or a girl?" Or when the parents knew what was going on, I don't know why they would go and tell their kids. They asked me that question because they knew me before I transitioned. It was just one of those, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like, it's none of your business. And of course, I would say I'm a boy in the beginning, but then I know I was joking around, and the kids just kept asking me and asking me. So I'd tell them eventually, say, "Who asked you to ask me this?" And they admitted it was their mother or their father who had told them to ask me that. I said, "Well, if they think I'm a girl, they must be a guy." Like, it's like one of those wise remarks. I was, you know, they can hate that ask that question. It's basically a couple times every day for a very long time by the same people. It wasn't like, oh, you get asked by this person and then that person and then this person and then that person. No, it's the same. Every day, a few times a day for over a year. And what type of 12-year-old, 13, 11, yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14 year old wants to keep answering that question? Like, what? I don't know. And then I've had those threatening things where it says, oh, we can find out you're a guy, we'll take your shirt off, or worse. But yeah, my neighbors pretty much now pretty cool with it. They're just basically old neighbors move out, new neighbors move in. Then those new neighbors that moved in move out. You got even newer neighbors, so it's like one of those things. They're really accepting now. So that's a little bit. I can go into further about my transition with HRT, top surgery, plans for the future, relationships now, all that stuff in another video. I thought I would just give you a little introduction. I'm the young as well. I'm the youngest son, as you can tell before. Um, and I want to say being the youngest. Well, in my living with my mother, it might be a little advantage because she said she's lived experienced things with my brother. She knows, she's like, I don't know, like, more. She's more willing to let me, I don't know, express myself than I want to say my brother was when he was younger. Um, so much knowing my other brother. I know him, but I just don't know his situation because he didn't live with me. He was my father's first son. But yeah, he's really accepting as well, as I said earlier. He has no problem with it. Actually, I might be starting to work with my older brother. I'm not sure yet. I have to see. Um, but yeah. Um, Relationships, again, another video. I just gave you a little rundown before. There's past other relationships before that too. But okay, yeah. So I think that's it. Any questions? You can message me, comment below. Anything else you'd like to know or talk about, discuss. So yeah. See you later, YouTubers. Talk to you later. See you in another video. Bye.